Hi there and welcome back to Save with Crypto. My name is Save with Crypto. Somebody yesterday said that's an unusual name. It's true, it is an unusual name, but luckily it's the same name as my channel, Save with Crypto. It's also the name of my X account, which is also called Save with Crypto. And today I'm looking at this xExchange version 3 thing here. And this is something I've been involved with for far too long, and I kind of wish I had never got involved with, to be honest. It's got this pinned message here from, my God, September the 12th, 2024. Okay, let's ignore that for the time being. This one here is from 18 hours ago. In case you missed it, the token selector just got a convenience upgrade. Okay, well, to be honest, I don't really use it, and it works all right anyway. Version, okay, meet the new rewards section where you can find rewards dashboard, blah blah blah. Okay, right, this is the important bit here. On a side note, the rewards for the old MEX EGLD farm have been discontinued. Right, we've known that for a few months now. As a result, the rewards distribution section only displays the active MEX based farm. Now, does that mean we're not getting rewards for the old XMEX EGLD farm? I don't know, so that's what I'm going to try and find out today. There is also this new farm, MEX USH. That sounds reasonably interesting, to be honest, if you've got MEX, but I have no MEX. I only have XMEX, so that's irrelevant to me. The first XMEX I've got unlocks without penalty in 2027, so that's not going to happen anytime soon. Okay, and then there's stuff about Pell being listed. Pell died a death, as do most ex-Launchpad projects. So yeah, so it's all pretty grim over there. So let's have a look what's going on anyway. So this is my account that used to be worth like loads of money. Well, I say it used to be worth loads of money, but it was mostly LKMEX, which was a locked token, and by the time it unlocked, it was worth a fraction of what it used to be. So price I saw here was never really reflecting exactly what was really in the account that you could actually use. You know, it was just imaginary. And this is too, really, 8,424. 3,500 of that is this farm here, which apparently doesn't work anymore, but we'll find out about that in a moment. And the rest of it is XMEX here, where I'll have 3 billion XMEX, okay? And if you look at the actual unlock thing, there's a tiny little bit here where I was experimenting. This one actually unlocks in September, but it's only worth 74 cents, so that's not very good, is it? Then the next soonest one unlocks on October the 22nd, 2027. Okay, and then all these subsequent ones are all after then, going right up until February the 13th, 2029. Okay, I'm not a young bloke. I'm not in my 20s or 30s, so you know, these dates are starting to seem a little bit far away to me. So for that reason, I have no interest at all in locking XMEX anymore, you know, because I'm certainly not going to pass on my my XMEX fortune to my kids in such a complicated format. You know, I want it in at least some sort of currency or crypto that's easily accessible, not something with weird locking dates. So there's that. Other stuff in there. There's probably not a lot else, is there? I've got a little bit of EGLD, not much, a couple of dollars worth. Okay, so what I want to do is take a note of that figure there and actually see how much XMEX I get when I claim the rewards from this farm. Now, I normally do this on Sunday, but I don't think I'm going to be around Sunday, so I'm going to do it today, and then I'm probably going to try and remember to do it next Friday as well, and then see what this figure is here. So let's claim it all and see what happens. Okay, so the base rewards, that's from the fees pool, that's worth 34 cents. Now the energy rewards, which is the XMEX, is worth $3.44. Okay, let's claim this anyway. And that's about all I can do, really, isn't it? Okay, so here, as of Friday the 28th of March at pretty much 9 a.m, the unclaimed rewards are pretty much nothing. Okay, so we'll see what that is next week. So to me, this does imply here that the farm is still earning something. Now, while that is earning something, I'm going to leave it because what's the alternative? The alternative is I take apart the liquidity pair of XMEX and EGLD, and there's a large impermanent loss there because the price of MEX came down so much that MEX got bought with the EGLD. So the amount of EGLD there is a fraction of what it was all them years ago. So to me, it doesn't make any sense to take apart this liquidity pair here. So I'm going to leave it. Okay, so that means that the actual percentage increase of XMEX I've done by doing that claim is actually 0.063%. That is pretty bad, isn't it? Although that is in a week or so, so maybe it's not quite as bad as I think. But yeah, I don't see much of a future for me in xExchange, to be honest. It's all pretty grim, and I think I'll just be looking forward to XMEX becoming unlockable without a penalty and seeing what it's worth in 2027. And even now in 2025, it sounds a long way away. Now, I did think for a while that this guy, Adam Bates, was going to save MultiverseX, but all he seems to do is just repost everyone else's tweets. I mean, to be honest, my 15-year-old daughter could do this just as easily. So he's reposted something by Benjamin, he's reposted something by Lucian, he's reposted something by Benjamin, he's reposted something by Lucian, he's reposted something by MultiverseX, okay. And what else? He's reposted something by Benjamin, he's reposted something by Lucian, he's reposted something by this guy who has something completely unrelated to do with biscuits. And this one, he had a comment there saying, wow. And this was to do with a robot. Okay. Now, this bit here, okay, right. He did actually say here that he was finding it a bit hard. What he said here was, on a personal level, did I underestimate the challenge? Perhaps a little. And then he goes on to use a Benjamin-style sentence. Obviously, the techno bullshit is sort of wearing off on him. And he has a sentence here, which I think even like a lawyer would find to be a little bit excessive. And really, you shouldn't start a sentence with but, should you? Anyway, it says, but that has been more the result of seismic shifts in crypto and global landscape, the unprecedented acceleration of the AI and AI agent economy, combined with a downturn in crypto values and subsequently available resources more than anything else. No full stop. I don't know. I don't really know what to say, really. Here's another good sentence. This one hasn't got a full stop either. I still believe MultiverseX is a killer product whose time has yet to come, a limitlessly scalable chain that also brings easy cross-chain interoperability with light-speed chains, formerly sovereign chains, and sub-second finality is the triple whammy the previous blockchain economy needed for mass adoption, but is even better suited for the new AI agent-focused global economy. Okay, that is a full stop. That A shouldn't be a capital. But unfortunately, he's just waffling the same as Benjamin does, which doesn't really impress me, as you can tell. Yeah, unfortunately, I think that MultiverseX is another crappy project that I've got far too involved with. And I'm a bit annoyed with myself for doing so, but, we're all here to learn, aren't we? I really hope they turn it around, but I just can't see it happening, to be honest. No one cares about MultiverseX. It's got a stupid name as well. Anyway, that's a pretty depressing summary from me. If you do want some hope, if you want some positivity about MultiverseX, then go and check out Stephen S. He's called _economistic, okay? I really like Stephen. He's great. He's certainly not frightened to say what he thinks, which is great. And he's still into EGLD. He's very, very much still on the bus, which is great. I wish I was. But here he says, could the team do better? Absolutely. Should leadership be held accountable? 100%. But this is the moment most people walk away. I'm not convinced that's the smart move. Okay. To be fair, when EGLD has been down at $17, I've been buying it because I do think it will go up. Might not go up loads, but even if it went to $50, I'll have doubled my money and some. So that's kind of what I'm doing. Let's have a quick look at the price before I go. Well, there you go. I mean, you know, if anyone was going to show you a chart of a crypto that's dead, here it is. It's down, yeah, about 96% from its all-time high. That is pretty awful. It's come down $516 and it's now $17. It's pretty much at the all-time low, you know, so if you wanted to buy a crypto that you thought might do better one day, this is probably it. But the question is, will it die before it recovers? That is the question. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. I'd be really interested to hear. And while you're down there, please do give the video a big fat like and make sure you are subscribed and you've got the notifications set to all. And above all, tell your friends.
Save with Crypto has to be one of the best YouTube channels that the United States has ever seen. Kamala Harris is not a subscriber, but I am. I have notifications set to all as well. I'd strongly suggest you subscribe to Save with Crypto today. Above all, you should tell your friends.
Save with Crypto is not a financial advisor. He just makes ice cream on the internet. If you cannot find someone to do your own research, you must do it yourself, just like I did not.